Hello, I'm Markee Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and welcome to the Markee Dragon Show, to an episode of the Mailbag. And I think that I am, before I start on, talking about items that are in the, my YouTube inbox that you guys have sent me, which, by the way, I'm going to be doing blind today. I don't know what's in them, and so hopefully I don't shoot myself in the foot by opening up something that is ugly. But first, what I want to talk about just a little bit is the War Z, and the reason I want to talk about it is because, they were hacked, and with them being hacked, they actually had their source code for the game stolen on the database and everything, and now, as of yesterday, source code has been released to the public. And it wasn't Hammerpoint that released it, it was the hackers. So now there are teams of people that are trying to work together to break the code, to put it all together, all the pieces all together, I assume to get third-party servers up and running. Man, that just looks so bad for the game company, and I really wish that that hadn't happened, but it has, and I hope that they can find a way to get through this issue, and so I wish them luck with that. But damn, they're beaten while they're already down. Goodness. So, okay, let's do some mailbag stuff. And now, what we got here, just so you know, if you haven't seen one of these episodes before, is I am going through messages that you guys have sent me in YouTube, and I'm answering them. So here we go. We got a question about being banned in RuneScape, and it's from Robbie Hammond. Question about being banned from RuneScape. Okay, hello. I've been thinking a lot about me possibly getting banned. Oh, possibly getting banned. I bought my current account a year or so ago off of a golden account seller website. Personally, I do not buy accounts or gold anymore, but I have worked the account up to quite a high level in the year or so I've had it. My question is, what are the chances of Jagex finding out that I bought my account and banning it? I would like to know if the chances are high or not, so I can know whether or not I should start a new account from scratch or not. Dude, you've been playing for a year, and you're wondering about whether or not it's going to be an issue? Okay, first off, if you've had it for a year with no issues, I think there's probably not going to be any issues. But with that said, there is something that happens more than just the game companies, game publishers finding out about your having purchased it. It is that it also, I'm not saying that all of them, but there's a lot of them, of the account seller sites, reseller sites and stuff, that they will sell you an account, they'll let you get it up to much higher levels, and they have all of the information to recall that account. And this is very common in WoW. I don't know how common it is in RuneScape, but it's very common in WoW. And so they have all that information, and they say, okay, it's been 6 months. They won't know that it's us recalling it or whatnot, and they will, bam, recall that account, and then let it sit dormant for a little while, and then put it up for sale again. Yes, sirree. And so, it's double and triple dipping on that, and so you've got to be careful about that. Okay, well, maybe not what you wanted to hear, but it's the truth. Okay, so we got another thing on War Z here. Let's see, playing War Z. Hi, Markee Dragon. I had just a quick question for you. I was wondering if maybe I could play with you sometime, and I know you probably get this a lot. Wow, do I ever get this a lot? But I think you are a good guy, and it would be fun to play with. My videos aren't the best, I know that, but I just want to play War Z with a fantastic fellow like myself, whatever. Okay, so, Ethan. Okay, here's how, for everyone else, here is how we actually do this. And so the I'm just thinking of another thing I want to tell you all here. So what I do is, if you message me on Skype as Markee Dragon, all lowercase, I will turn around and add you to our WarZ group, where we announce when we're playing, and you can team up with other people who are also playing. So that's how I do it. Now, I have to say that that I'm taking a 5 to 6 week hiatus from WarZ. And it's not because I don't like the game. It's not because I don't think the game is not fantastic, because it is. But I'm doing a focus that's starting on the 20th of this month on EVE Online. And if you haven't seen the previous video on that, we are going to be a group of, gosh, it's around 200 people at this point, all noobs, entering the game all on the same day, all working together to see if we can figure the game out. So feel free to message me on Skype saying you want to be in the EVE noob event, or you want to be on the EVE list, and I will get you information about that. So anyway, that's going to take up my time in WarZ, and I won't be able to do that. One other thing here that that I want to mention is that tonight is our first episode, our pilot episode of Shroud of the Avatar, doing a roundtable, and it will be Fear from Battle Vortex and I that are kicking off the roundtable. We are going to do it through a Google Hangout. And look for a link in the description to my Google Plus page, where when we go live, it will appear there on that page. It'll also be here live on Twitch, and then the following day will appear on YouTube. And what we're going to do is we're going to allow callers to call back in, and we're going to allow you guys to participate. You remember the call-in shows that we used to do? Those are coming back. Woohoo! So we're going to start off with tomorrow night, Shroud of the Avatar Roundtable. The subject will only be Shroud of the Roundtable, and that's tonight. That's tonight. So I hope that you guys can join us. It's going to be about 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific. And so I am looking forward to that. Now, while I'm mentioning that, the live shows are about to come back, the Friday night live shows, and so they're going to be a little bit sporadic, but they're going to be appearing Friday nights, and they will be here live on Twitch, and they will be live on YouTube as well, most likely. I haven't quite figured that out yet, and we'll record them and put them up for your viewing pleasure. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to do that with Google Hangouts. So if you don't have a G Plus account, get a Google Plus account, and then you'll be able to just click on the link that appears on my Google Plus account and join. Okay, so let's go. Path of Exile videos. All right, so Path of Exile. To Markee Dragon. That is who you're writing to. Okay, hi there. I'm currently an undergraduate at UBC's VSE program, Vancouver School of Economics. Ooh, economics. I like that. I've taken an interest in the material you produce on YouTube. Personally, in my free time, very little, I do play a lot of video games, and most recently Diablo 3 and Path of Exile. I've made some videos on what I find interesting about the differences between the games and how certain decisions in the games developers made have drastically affected the gameplay experience of the user. I strongly feel that some of these decisions made by the game developers, i.e. auction houses in D3, are very similar to a lot of countries face today. Oh, that's, yeah, you know what? Economics is the same, whether it's per country, worldwide, you know, local, or in a video game. In short, I find that if players are able to have some economic knowledge, they will be rather successful in the games and even profit from them. Kenneth. Well, Kenneth, I think that you are right. and I think that that it is definitely something that that is for those who are making money in video games. They have a clear understanding of how the video game economy works. You don't have to be an economist. You don't have to be, you know, studying a undergraduate program or anything like that to have a basic understanding. But someone like Kenneth now, having all of this knowledge and everything, he may be able to actually work at manipulating some of the markets in his favor. And that you know, is something that happens every day in real world economies. And so I can see it playing out in video games as well. And in fact, Kenneth, can I recommend a game to you, Entropia Universe? That one allows you to buy in. It's an actual bank. The game is an actual bank. I kid you not. They're a bank at the same time, a real one. You can deposit money, you can withdraw money, and then what you do in the game can have an economic impact. You can buy and sell and trade. You can manufacture goods and combine goods and then resell them at a profit. And it's a very interesting system, and you can even cash out. So it's a very interesting game that you might find quite interesting, being that you're studying economics. So, okay, so that is it for this episode of the Mailbag. We have got more coming up. So if you're watching this live on Twitch, don't go anywhere. And if you're on YouTube, please subscribe, and maybe your message to me in YouTube can be in one of the next episodes, and get your stuff read. Take care, everybody.